For all you 50 series users, here is an important update about mesh features. But first, a question I have for you people is your firmware updated? Dumb question, right? Of course it's updated. Just in case it is not, go to the SENA support page and get the device manager and download that to your computer. And make sure you have the SENA motorcycle app downloaded to your phone. If you have a 30K, the latest firmware is version 3.4, 50S is version 1.3.1, 50R is version 2.1.1, 50C is version 1.2.1, the Impulse is 1.2.1. The following information is why you should make sure you have updated firmware as soon as possible. SENA is the best at trying to give riders a new experience and features that make your ride easier. Have you ever been riding with another rider that forgets to turn on their mesh? Gall darn it, Joel, turn on your mesh. Of course he cannot hear you because he is on Bluetooth intercom. Well, those days are over. There is a new function just added to your units once updated to the latest firmware called Mesh Reach Out. If a rider is not in mesh, you can tap the mesh button 3 times, or from the app in intercom, bottom of the screen, tap the bell, top of the screen, then tap request. Our SENA girl will say mesh reach out request, and the Bluetooth rider will hear mesh intercom requested. Okay, I have to say this, both or all the units have to have the latest firmware for this functional addition to work. If the intended receiving unit is a 5, a 10, a 20, and does not have mesh capabilities, this feature will not work. SENA is getting awesome, but they cannot make an apple and orange. Here is some information about a few other things. If you are confused about old apps and new apps, SENA is getting all the systems on one app. SENA Motorcycle app. Did you know Open Mesh is just that, open to all and everybody. Group Mesh is a private connection between up to 24 riders. Did you know a rider outside a group mesh can request to join the group? Did you know a Bluetooth rider connected through intercom to a mesh rider will be bridged into the mesh conversation? So theoretically, in reality, each 50 unit can have 3 Bluetooth intercom riders bridged into the mesh conversation. This is a great feature if you are still riding with procrastinators that are slow to update to the 50 system. Also, you can disable your mic. Example is, if you are on a guided tour and the tour master may request you to turn off your mic so he or she is the only one speaking, or you just do not want the other riders to hear you coughing. We also hope you know that the voice commands are so efficient you may never touch a dial or a button again. The universal intercom question comes up a lot. Do not do it. This is and was a terrible idea to put into riders' heads. The receiving headset is using phone pairing to connect the universal intercom, so they lose everything else, phone, music, navigation, and only have intercom. But if you must, execute universal intercom in the headset configuration menu. Put the non-SENA Bluetooth headset in pairing mode. The SENA headset will automatically pair with the non-SENA Bluetooth headset. If you think SENA is sitting on their laurels, this is what they do. You get a new unit every time they update your firmware. SENA is doing this so you have a better, seamless experience, so take advantage of this. Has any issue you may have already been addressed and is now simply a firmware update. You can go to the SENA support pages and find the latest firmware version for your unit.